Hello, a very good evening and welcome to Love Talk. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. And today we're going to have an answer to a very, very interesting question that someone sent us. And we're going to be teaching you something very important for your love life. As usual, standing next to me is the person who is always standing next to me no matter where I am.
Until death do us part. Hello, everybody.
Right, okay, let's start with the song. When we come back from the song, we have a question someone sent us, and I think it's very interesting. Some of you may be or may have been in the past in the same situation of this person. We'll be right back.
From the farthest place of the earth, I declare you are my servant. I've chosen you. Do not fear, for I'll not reject you. strengthen you, and I will protect you, and I'll uphold you with my righteous hand. I am with you.
Welcome back. So let me read to you the question we received. I've got my phone here with me, and we have the question the person sent us. Very interesting. It says, Bishop, my boyfriend broke up with me and I don't know what to do. I am depressed, suicidal, and don't know how to go on because he is everything to me. What do I do? Well, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to let Elena start on this one. Elena likes to answer these sort of questions. So Elena, you're a woman. The question comes from a woman. Go ahead.
I don't even know where to begin because there's so many things wrong. There's so much that is wrong with your love life at the moment.
And with the question itself.
Yeah, the question, yes, but also how you see a relationship, how you gave yourself so completely to another human being that if he's not with you anymore, your life is over. You cannot do that. And I hope this serves as an example to the single ones that are out there watching us and those who are just starting to date now. You cannot give your heart to someone just like that. You have to, it's so complex. There's so much to say about this. First of all, what's the first mistake? First mistake is that is it a long distance relationship?
Yes.
Okay. You are not with a person. You don't see them, often, face to face, close to, each other, where you can see him, you go out together, you see things together, you go through situations together. So you don't really know the person. And I know many people don't like to hear that, but it's true. You don't know the person. So you cannot just give everything, your hopes. For example, I don't know about your situation now, where you work, what your future plans are. But if you put all your hopes into this human being, it's wrong. It's wrong because if anything happens, if the man dies, or if he leaves you, like it's the case, he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, then your life is over. All your hopes are gone with the person.
And when you date someone, this is not the time for you to dating someone is a time of testing if that person is for you or not. It seems to us that you didn't do a test. You just met this person, you allowed yourself to get so emotionally involved and perhaps physically, financially involved with this person, that instead of going through a period of testing to see if this is the man you would spend the rest of your life with, you didn't do any tests. You just gave yourself completely. Mm-hmm. And even when a person is married, even when you are committed to someone for the rest of your life, if that person decides to leave you, your life is not over. Do you know why you feel your life is not over? For two reasons. Number one, because you didn't go into this as dating, as testing to see if this is the person for you. You went in already like diving with your head first. And the second reason, and this is the biggest mistake, is that this guy is your God. He is your God. You can pray and say, Lord, you are my everything, but it's a lie. Your everything is your boyfriend. Because if God is your everything, then whatever else you lose, it's okay, because you can carry on living, because God is the center of your life. So you made two big mistakes here. The first one is, instead of you going into a relationship of dating to test to see if this person was for you, you went in already thinking he's the man of your dreams. And secondly, you made him to be your God. So your question was, what do I do, Bishop? Put God in the place where he deserves to be, at the center of your life. And since this person broke up with you, doesn't want to be with you, move on. God has someone better prepared for you. All right? That's it. Simple, hard to do, but that's what's going to set you free. And never again put anybody, any person, in the place that only God can take, which is number one in your life. Okay? We're going to now watch a testimony of someone who used her faith for her son to become a man of God. We're talking about relationships, but imagine even your children. God has a plan for your children. You're going to watch this testimony in Tagalog. If God could change the family of this person, he can change yours as well. After we come back, we're going to be talking about how a very subtle problem in relationships has been destroying many marriages. We'll be right back.
Pangalan nyo?
Rose po.
Rose, ikaw?
Elmer po.
So, ano bang nangyari sa inyo bago man mag-2018, yung mga nakarang taong ikaw ay nasa tahanan ng Diyos na, di po ba? Sa mga New Year's night vigil, palaging pinili mo ang Diyos, tama ba?
Opo, Pastor. Talagang minimake sure ko na yung New Year's Eve, dito ko talaga sasalubungin na kahit madami ako namimiss sa family, lalo na pag magpipicture sila, ako lagi yung wala. So, pero mas pinipili ko sa kanong nanay at kapatid ko na nandito kami sa simbahan.
Tapos ano naman ang nangyari sa iyong buhay? Dahil pinili mo ang Diyos sa bawat pagpasok sa bagong taong, nalulungkot ka ba? Binibigo ka ba ng Diyos?
Hindi, Pastor.
Ano bang mga nangyari sa iyong buhay? Kwento nyo, please.
Taon-taon laging may binibigay na pagpapala yung Diyos. Pero itong 2018, yung pinaka nagmarka sa akin.
Bakit naman?
Kasi itong taon na to, na-bless kami sa love life.
Ikwento mo sa kanila, nais nilang malamang ano ba yung blessing na yan.
Kasi matagal ko nang pinaglalaban yung love life ko. Bali, since 2015, talagang tapat ako na umaate ng love therapy.
So hindi ka sumuko.
Hindi, Pastor, kahit wala akong Thursday na hindi inatenan, kahit umulan, bumagyo, pupunta talaga ako. Kasi yung faith ko doon is, ibibless ako ng Panginoon sa love life ko. Kahit noong 2015 ko pa siya pinapanalangin, taon-taon, hindi ako sumusuko, hindi ako nagmamadali, kasi alam ko yung altar, sasagutin niya yung panalangin ko.
Tapos yung mga nakarang taong, sumama din siya dito?
Opo, Pastor, bali, katrabaho ko siya dati.
Talaga? Tapos paano namang naging kayo? Kailan ba nangyari itong himala?
Hindi, Pastor, bali, matagal kami bago hindi nagkita. Siguro mga 4 years bago kami uli nagkita. Nagkita lang kami kasi bebentahan ko siya nung Graham Balls para sa campaign ko. Tapos, Pastor, in-invite ko siya dito sa church. Pero wala yung sa kaisipan ko na kasi gusto ko siya maging boyfriend or whatsoever. Ang ano ko lang is dali lang siya sa church. Tapos, yung Diyos, gumawa siya ng way niya na hindi namin na-expect kasi nag-start siya sa church 2017. Tapos, nagsusimula lang siyang pumunta. Kahit yung desire niya na mag-serve sa Diyos, na maging assistant, ayaw niya. Sabi niya, hindi to para sa akin, ayoko lang katulad sa'yo. Pero,
Anong nangyari ba? Bakit ganyan ka na yun?
pero, iba yung pag yung banal na spirito na yung gumalaw. Kasi nagulat ako, bigla siya umaatin na ng discipleship meeting. Sabi ko, di ba ayaw mo maging assistant? Bakit nandoon ka? Hindi din niya alam, Pastor. Tapos yung nabaptize na siya ng Holy Spirit, yung desire niya na mag-serve is umapaw na, Pastor.
So itong taong 2018 nangyayari to. Nangyari na nakaroon siya ng kalakasang ito mula sa banal na espiritu ng tamang gabay at nag-decide din na maging assistant. Tama?
Yes, Pastor.
Masaya ka ba bilang isang lingkod ng Diyos o malungkot?
Sobrang masaya, Pastor.
At itong taong ding 2018, ano ba yung nangyari sa inyong dalawa? Na hindi nyo siguro pinilano, pero natupad. Nangyari dahil plano ito ng Diyos.
Opo, Pastor, kasi yung plano namin talagang dalawa is by next year pa kami magpapakasal. Pero sobrang na-bless kami ni Lord na yung 2018, hindi namin alam kung saan nanggaling yung mga budget namin. Pinrovide lahat ng Diyos yung pangangailangan namin para makasal kami. Nung last November lang.
2018.
2018.
So natupad ang pangarap nyo.
Opo, sobrang madami nangyari ng 2018. Sa trabaho ko din, Pastor, na-promote ako, may salary increase. Tapos yun nga, naging servant siya. Tapos na-bless kami sa love life, napakasal kami. Tapos nakikita ko yung changes sa tatay ko. Sobrang blessed yung 2018 at naniniwala ako na mas higit pa yung mangyayari sa 2019.
Amen. Dahil pinili nyo palagi ang Diyos. Iniuna nyo ang Diyos at biniles niya din kayo. Tama?
Opo, Pastor. Maraming salamat sa Diyos.
Amen. Palapak sa Panginoon, kaibigan.
Welcome back. You see there a powerful testimony of family transformation. You are watching us now on your phone because your phone has something called an antenna. You cannot see the antenna. It's hidden within the frame of your phone. But that antenna allows you to receive the message that we are giving wherever you are. If you didn't have that antenna to connect with your 4G or 3G of your network, you couldn't watch us. When you watch television, you need a digital receiver or an antenna, one of those old style antennas to receive the information that is being broadcast. And when we speak to our partners, there is a need to receive what that person is saying. Just because you are listening to the person's voice doesn't mean you are receiving. Sometimes there is a very great deal of lack of respect because the person is saying something important, but the other one doesn't have the receiver switched on. The antenna is not switched on, right? Sometimes the person is trying to speak to you, but the antenna is not switched on. You are not receiving what the person is saying. What is the solution, Elena?
The thing is, you have to be humble. Because whatever your partner is telling you or whatever the person is trying to tell you is important to her or to him. So maybe your husband or your wife is a Christian. They go to church, they come to our church, they learn to live by faith, and they come across very strong because nothing, makes them down. They're always very upbeat. They always seem to have a solution because, it's what you learn in the church. You learn to live by faith. But that doesn't give you the right to not listen to your partner who is not a Christian. For example, if I am a woman, of course, married to my husband, and my husband doesn't have the same vision I have about the things of God and the future, and he's very okay with living in that little old house forever, but you want to conquer new things, you have this drive. You can't just block off your husband or your wife because they don't have the same faith, so they don't have the same drive. Learn to listen to what they are saying and work together. Otherwise, you are creating a barrier. You are not listening. You are not communicating.
Because, you can be close to the most powerful Wi-Fi signal in the world, most powerful and fastest. But if your phone is switched off, you're not going to get any of that internet speed to watch this program or to do anything else. So the truth is when a person is not willing to listen, to receive, to take on board what the partner is saying, then there's no communication. And when there's no communication, there is division, separation. In the past, if a person wanted to connect a TV, a computer to the internet, they needed a cable.
Yeah.
But now you don't need a cable. You can walk a few meters around the house and you're still connected to that Wi-Fi signal. But the thing is, if you switch off the device, there's no connection. It's the same thing. You can be working in a different country and you can be connected to that person because you are willing to listen to the person's concerns, the person's fears. Sometimes the person is telling us something that we don't like to hear. It's a fear, a concern, it's a problem that they have identified in the relationship. And the worst thing that the person can do is to shrug their shoulders and say, there's nothing we can do. You have to take that on board and see how you can address that situation. Because otherwise, the problem is just going to get bigger. It's like you going to the dentist and the dentist says, if you don't do this, your problem's going to get bigger, and then you just ignore it. Then you can't blame the dentist.
It's like, for example, you work abroad and your spouse is back home, and your spouse is telling you, be careful with your friendships. Be careful, because all I see is pictures of you everywhere in parties, drinking and whatnot. And in your mind, you just want to start arguing with your spouse because, it's nothing of what you're thinking. It's you are not respecting your spouse. When you listen, you are respecting. Even if you don't agree first time, at least you are respectful enough to listen. And how do you listen? You are quiet and you listen. You are not answering back. You are not saying, but it's not what you think. You are listening and you are being respectful, saying, okay, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to see how I can improve. And when you turn off the phone, when you're not talking, or when the conversation is over, if you are face to face, then you think, you analyze yourself. You have to be humble enough. Communication is not just blah, blah, blah. You have to also listen and not think that you are always right.
And some people might think, Bishop, what if it's the person who is not receiving? I'm sending my signal, but they're not receiving. What do I do? Then you pray. You pray. I mean, you can talk to the person. Talk to him, talk to her, to try to make her understand that what you are saying is something important and they're not receiving. But we are in the week of prayer. This week is the week of prayer that the church is praying for the church. We are praying for the church. You have to believe in the power of prayer. It's the greatest weapon that you have. You can go to God with your thoughts and He can act on what you are talking to Him. So don't underestimate the power of prayer. If it's the person who's not listening to you, then you talk to him. But if after talking it hasn't solved the problem, then you pray for him. We're going to end the program tonight by showing you a video of how when Bishop Macedo was in prison for a few days, unfairly put in prison, just like Peter. Peter was not in prison because he was a criminal. He was in prison because he was persecuted for his faith. Bishop Macedo the same. And you will see in this video that while he was there in prison for those few days, the church was praying for him. Bishop Macedo wanted to speak for his innocence, but the people around him, the officers and so on, were not willing to receive what he was saying. The receiver was not switched on. The church prayed. Sometimes you want to speak and the receiver of the person is not switched on. What do I do, Bishop? You pray. Prayer is a weapon that can change everything. And of course, be willing to receive. Be willing to transmit, but be also willing to receive. All right? This video you're going to watch now of Bishop Macedo's movie is a true lesson to us of what to do when we need to depend on prayer, the power of prayer. And we hope that tonight's program has been a real blessing to all of you and you were able to learn something. We'll be back with you again together as usual next Thursday. But for now, after our program, enjoy the program with Bishop Flavio from New Zealand. Until then, God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bishop, you need to come with me. have any trouble with your people.
But they're just singing.
There's a lot of people, Bishop. Crowds make the police uneasy. Who knows what could happen?
Nothing is gonna happen. I'll talk to them. I thank God for all of your prayers. God has given me strength every morning. And I'm sure that this arrest will be used for something greater in the future. Remember that all things work together for the good of those who love God. One day we'll tell this story with joy, and God will be honored. Many times we have to crouch down low so that we can leap even higher than before. Such are the ways of God. Is it hard? Yes. It's very hard, but we only need to trust Him with all our strength and with all our faith. I ask everyone who's been gathering in front of the station to remain calm and peaceful. Keep your faith alive. I thank you for the support of each one of you. May God bless you all with abundance. In the name of the Lord Jesus.